What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Awesome Nerd Show. Today we're looking at the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles loot crate. So this is box 2 out of the 4. So of course, if you haven't paid attention, this is our 4th one, but they got out of order probably because of the pandemic and everything. So we're getting box 2 last, unfortunately, but hopefully it'll have some cool stuff. So this is supposed to be based more off the arcade. So I assume arcade related stuff like our Turtle arcade games. And of course, our NECA figure, we already know that's going to be in it, is from the arcade game. So let's go ahead and open up and see what we've got. So up top, we'll start over here. So it looks like we have a pair of socks from Turtles in Time with the different turtles. So they're supposed to have that 8-bit design. So we have Donatello and Mikey, Raphael and Leonardo there. Look pretty cool, and some nice comfy feeling socks. Of course, it is a part of Loot Wear, so they're like Loot branded. So it looks like they're just specifically made for Loot Crate and everything. But like I said, they feel real soft. Probably not going to be the best socks. Oh, and there's some bad guys on the other side too. That's cooler. It's 1 and 1. Oh, it does look like so. One's got good guys, one got bad guys. So it looks like we have Krang, Shredder, Leatherhead, the Pizza Monster, and then probably repeats there. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize they had different things on them. So those are an awesome pair of socks. Looks like something's in the back here pretty big. Oh, it looks like a Krang. So it looks like a Krang like stress ball. So it looks just like a little brain toy. It looks pretty fun with the big mouth and eyes. That looks pretty cool. But yeah, just a nice big stress ball so you can squeeze all your stress out. But that looks pretty cool. That's a fun little toy there. Krang looks pretty awesome in this form. To reach back here, we have our pin. So there's a pin of Leatherhead from Turtles in Time. So that 8-bit style there from the game. So that looks pretty cool of Leatherhead. Looks like we maybe have a clothing of some sort, like a t-shirt or something. Oh, so it's an 8-bit version of the Turtles. So we have Shredder there with all 4 turtles like jumping in there into action at him. Looks pretty cool with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there at the bottom. I love like the artwork design of the lines and stuff. So that looks really cool. That's a really nice looking shirt, and it's a black t-shirt. So that's going to be really cool. So an awesome shirt for this box. Then it feels like the last item outside of our figure is going to be a set of glasses. It looks like, oh, with Toka and Razor. That is so cool. So I have 2 glasses there with them on it. So let's open it and look at them. So I almost broke them. They just fell out, but those look cool. So they're like little glasses. So maybe like some, glasses for alcohol or something, but it looks very cool. Look at the artwork. So there is Toka there. I like the purplish color to it. And on the back, it has the Turtles in Time and Toka, and then Razor there. It looks pretty cool as well. And on the back, Turtles in Time with Razor. So that is really cool. These glasses are awesome. It stings they're so small because, it won't be as useful, but they just look really cool. So those are awesome glasses. And of course, our final figure is our NECA figure of Armagon. So from Tournament Fighters Armagon, which is the Super NES game. So that looks pretty cool. Nice, awesome figure. It has the 8-bit design to him we've seen with our other figures. So it says no Street Fighter has ever seen fighters or fighting like this. Looks pretty cool. I like how it's NECA Toys logo instead of the NES logo. So there we have a design on the side from NECA Toys and the Tournament Fighters with some awesome artwork. And around on the back we have the figure. So this just looks cool. Actually, it's 16 meg action figure, I guess. So looks pretty cool overall. So let me go and get him out of the box. Of course, he's a NECA, so I'll have to heat him up and everything. So let me get him out and we'll take a look at him. So here's Armagon out of the box, and he looks pretty cool. This is actually a pretty cool figure. I like the design and everything. Of course, has that 8-bit or 16-bit, whatever you want to call it, sort of design, so I don't like that as much. And overall, I haven't been too fond of the Turtles in Time figure just because of that 8-bit design, but overall, the figures are nice and everything. Just overall, I don't like some of the designs, but I really like this, and with the big shark head and everything on this body, it reminds me a lot of a street shark, which is cool. But overall, it's a pretty cool design. Like I said, just would be awesome without that 8-bit design on it. But overall, he looks big and cool. So Armagon was a playable character in the Super NES TMNT game Tournament Fighters, and his goal was to conquer the world and was attacked by the turtles while they were searching for Splinter. And in the game, he has the ability of air swimming and water manipulation. So he's got like these big like cannon or like engine type things up by the side of his head. And then of course he's a big shark, so he's gonna be water related and all sorts of cool stuff. Has these nice like tubings and stuff that fit up into like those engine things coming down and into the arms and stuff, and tubes running down to the bell. So looks pretty cool, and of course shark like. So he's got the big shark mouth, shark eyes there, all red with the fin up top. And then he's got hands with fins, so red fins coming off of him, as well as down there on his tail where he's got 3 of them, and then he's got webbed feet there and everything. So overall, he looks pretty cool. Now, our figure does have an issue where the arm did come unglued, so we'll just have to glue it back up. So waited so long for this figure, and ours came broke and stuff, but we'll just have to, like I said, glue it back up in there. But overall, I didn't have too many issues, like moving the joints. The only thing I struggled with and had to heat up was the elbows. Everything else moved just pretty fine on its own, so that was pretty good. So just a lot of good things going for this figure. But let's do his movements. So for our head, doesn't really get any head movements or anything, all solid there, but the mouth does open, so you can open and close the mouth, so that's pretty cool, I guess. We'll do the arm. We'll do this arm since it functioned better. So the arms can come up about that far. You can probably get a little bit higher, but maybe 45 degrees there, and it can rotate around. And of course, it has these tubes. You have to be careful with that. But we get a bicep twist and the double elbow joint, which together, once you get it all the way bent up, can bend up about that far. So not too bad. Definitely over 90, so that's good. We get the wrist that can twist around and flex back and forth. We've got the ab crunch in the middle, so he can crunch back and forth and twist around, but again, you have to worry about these tubes, so can only get some limited movements in there. The hips can come up pretty close to 90 and out to the side. He's got a thigh twist, so twist around. The double knee joint that can bend up that far to the back, which isn't bad. We get the foot that flexes back and forth and can twist side to side. And then of course we have the tail in the back that can move back and forth, so it can bend up a little, bend down, so move back around and twist and all sorts of stuff. So you get nice big wobbly movement in there on that dumbbell joint. So overall, not bad movements. It could be better, but it could be much worse also with the figures we've seen. But unfortunately, like I said, we just have this floating arm there, so he looks a little bit funny in that sense. Now, accessory wise, doesn't really come with much of anything, just some extra hands. So we get some hands that have like trigger fingers or grip hands, so you put weapons on them, or he comes with some open hands, so if you want to have like reaching out after your hand, so have that, or just the fist that he comes with. And just to show you size comparison, here is Slash. So Slash is going to be about the normal size of the Turtles. So here's Slash from the arcade game, so you can see the height difference, so what the Turtles would be like compared to Armagon there. So that looks pretty cool, and how big he is compared to them. So that's going to be it for Armagon. An overall pretty good figure. Like I said, I don't like that 8-bit design, but overall I think the figure itself is pretty cool and doesn't have many issues or anything, just our loose arm that we can easily fix, but overall pretty good figure. Well, that is it for our NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Loot Crate Box 2 from Series 2. And overall, I'd have to say it's a pretty good box. We got the awesome figure of the Armagon. Like I said, not a big fan of the arcade figures, but I do like the figure overall. Pretty good there. And then all the other things we got. This shirt is awesome. I absolutely love this shirt design. It's really cool. The pin is cool. It's not necessary, but they always throw them in, so cool for that. The socks are pretty cool. Having one sock with the turtle and one with the bad guys, that is pretty cool. The Krang stress ball, we get a lot of stress balls, but this is one that's pretty cool because, you know, like a fully formed body of Krang there with the brain design, so that is awesome. And then those glasses are really cool with the Toka and Razar on those, so that is awesome. And of course we get our card, so we have all our items there, and we did get everything, so we do have everything there, so nothing to worry about from our NECA crate there. So overall, like I said, this is a pretty good crate. I'm actually overall pretty happy with it, so this was definitely a good crate to end off with, I would say, since it's the last one from the series. But overall pretty good, so let me know what you thought of it down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know, thumbs up. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.